So you are now 34 weeks pregnant, and that means there's just 6 weeks left, or maybe less, or maybe more. Who knows? Time will soon tell. Well, that not so little baby is now around 4.5 pounds in weight, if not more, though I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that baby has gotten bigger. Size wise, they are around the same size as a cantaloupe melon now, and length wise they are measuring in at around 45 centimeters long. So there is some extra good news about this week, aside from it being another week down. Yep, your baby has developed his or her very own immune system. Antibodies are being passed from you to your little one as they develop their very own fetal immune system, which is going to be very handy once they are born and fending off all sorts of germs, which is especially true if they have older brothers or sisters as well. Let's take a look at some real scan footage for week 34 and see what your baby might be looking like this week. Now, we've talked about baby, but what about you? How are you feeling, and what is being 34 weeks pregnant really like? Well, here at Channel Mum, we're comparing the textbook versus the truth with a little help from some expectant mums just like you. So if you've been following these video updates so far, you'll know that the last few videos are all about preparing and feeling ready for the big day. So today we're going to touch on the types of labour that you might experience, and the reason for this is, if you're in the UK, you will have a midwife appointment this week where your midwife will go through preparing for birth as well as what might happen during birth as well. So when it comes to labour and delivery, there are two routes you can end up taking. The first of which is a vaginal delivery, and I think that is pretty self-explanatory. The second of which is a caesarean section, which is known as a C-section, and this is where baby is delivered through a cut made in your tummy and your womb. This cut is usually made just below your bikini line, and a C-section is normally only carried out if it's the safest option for you and your baby for various reasons. Now, this could be because baby is breech, it may be that baby is exceptionally large, or it could be that baby has become very distressed during labour and it's the best option at that moment in time. Now, baby getting distressed or other complications such as this aren't very nice things to think about, but it's always worth being prepared and knowing what the possible options will be if this does happen for you. Make sure you have a chat with your midwife about this anyway, and if you'd like to, we have lots of lovely birth stories over on Channel Mum, so you can watch these and get a feel for other mums' experiences and the different types of birth available too. We'll leave a link down below for you if you fancy a watch. Having a C-section can be quite a daunting thought for lots of pregnant ladies, but statistically it's only around 1 in every 4 or 5 women that actually end up having one, and you can also elect to have a C-section with the support of your consultant if you feel that this is the right decision for you. Now, vaginal deliveries on the flip side can have a few variations. Most of the time, births are relatively straightforward, but sometimes baby might need a little bit of help. So for example, sometimes you may need an episiotomy, which is a small incision made into the perineum, which is the tissue between your vagina and your bottom, and this is done just to help baby be born at that final last hurdle, but afterwards it will all be stitched up and it should be working fine. Now, as well as all of that, vaginally you can also have an assisted delivery, and this can be in the form of forceps, which are like 2 salad tongs really that are placed either side of the baby's head to help pull them out, or a Von 2s, which is a suction cup which is placed at the top of the baby's head, and it does a similar sort of thing. This can be quite a lot to take in, can't it? But don't worry, we'll be covering pain relief next week, which may help you to feel a little bit better about things. And don't forget to watch those birth videos that I mentioned before, because they show all types of birth and may put your mind at ease a little bit more. And now it's bump time, so let's take a look at those gorgeous 34-week baby bumps. It has dropped, and I've got these creases here, which is what I got with Bill when my belly dropped. So what else can you expect? Well, we've got tons of vlogs over on Channel Mum for every week of pregnancy from other mums at the same stage as you are right now. So let's take a look and see what they had to say about being 34 weeks pregnant.
Just really uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. Just a lot of bump pain, a lot of back pain, not sleeping very great, but I think that's all very normal at this stage of pregnancy.
I had the dentist on Tuesday because I have like early signs of gum disease, which apparently is really common in pregnancy.
Feeling a little bit low actually, to be honest. This is how I feel at this moment in time. I'm just going to be real with you guys. Charlie's going to be born. A few days in, Harry's going to start playing up. Matt's going to be massively tired. I'm massively tired. Then Harry's massively tired. Everyone's massively tired and ratty and living under the same house. I'm going to end up on antidepressants again. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, this sounds awful. And this is meant to be like the happiest time of my life.
I'm really feeling pregnant, and I know that sounds silly because yeah, obviously I've been pregnant for 34 weeks now, like how did I miss that? But you know, when you just get to that stage where you feel really heavily pregnant and you feel really big and you're waddling and you're just stereotypically pregnant, that is how I feel.
When I lay down, I get such bad heartburn. It feels like I'm a dragon breathing fire. My blood pressure is going up now, which I think is fairly normal towards the end of your pregnancy.
And finally, it's time to get honest with the Channel Mum, the good, the bad and the ugly of being 34 weeks pregnant. The good. Now around this time, lots of women start maternity leave. Hurrah! And even if you've got a few weeks left, at least the end is in sight. So it's time to put your feet up, relax, get those last bits of prep done and spend lots of time with your family and your friends and other little ones if you've already got them, and take comfort in the fact that your out of office is now firmly on, or will be soon anyway. The bad. Increased thirst. Yes, you might find at this stage that you cannot stop drinking because let's face it, making this baby is thirsty work and you need a lot of increased fluids, especially at this stage. But the only downside to that is as well as drinking all the time, you need to wee all the time, and you might as well just get some shares in loo roll. And the ugly. At this stage, you can't see your feet anymore. So that means painting your toenails, shaving your legs, or anything else for that matter. Requires you to have a gymnast-like flexibility, which you definitely don't have with a massive ball of baby in the way. Leave them au naturel or ask the other half to do them for you. That is the question. So as always, we hope you've enjoyed watching our textbook versus the truth about being 34 weeks pregnant. We'd love to know how you're doing at the moment, especially because it's so close, so let us know in the comments below. And if you'd like something to watch after this, then why not check out all the other vlogs over on Channel Mum from other mums who are also 34 weeks pregnant right now. We'll leave the link down below for you. And that's it from us here at Channel Mum, so you take care and we will see you and that gorgeous baby of yours next week for week 35.